Welcome to the channel, you petrol heads. Today we're diving headfirst into the thrilling world of military machinery. From electric buggies with more firepower than a small country to helicopters that could lift a house, these machines are built for one thing and one thing only: kicking ass and taking names. So buckle up, grab a cuppa, and get ready to have your mind blown. Let's get started. Now I know what you're thinking. Electric buggy? Sounds a bit like something Prince Harry would drive to a polo match. But trust me, this is no glorified golf cart. This is the Nicola Reckless, and it's here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And it's all out of bubblegum. First off, this thing's got a remote-controlled machine gun on the roof. You heard that right, a machine gun on the roof, and it fires a blistering 6,000 rounds per minute. That's enough to turn a battalion of enemy soldiers into confetti faster than you can say tally-ho. But wait, there's more. At the back, you've got a platform for a reconnaissance drone. That's right, this buggy's got eyes in the sky, feeding you intel while you rain down lead from your rooftop death machine. And if things get a bit too hot for your liking, well, the Reckless has a 555 horsepower electric motor and a battery range of 322 kilometers. It's got a top speed of 95 kilometers per hour, which might not sound like much, but trust me, when you're flying across the battlefield with a machine gun singing its deadly song, speed is your friend. It can carry up to 635 kilograms, which is more than enough for 4 burly blokes with enough firepower to make Genghis Khan blush. So there you have it, the Nikola Reckless, the electric buggy that's about as subtle as a brick to the face. But hey, who needs subtlety when you've got that much firepower? Now forget your lumbering tanks and your noisy buggies for a moment. Let's talk about something a little more elegant. I'm talking about the Muari Smart Project, a flying machine so advanced it makes a stealth bomber look like a paper airplane. High above, silently circling like a bird of prey, is the Muari Smart. Packed with sensors, it can see everything, hear everything, and blow everything to smithereens. It can launch missiles with pinpoint accuracy, taking out enemy targets with surgical precision. The Muari Smart is the future of warfare, precise, deadly, and about as subtle as a whisper in a library. And the best part? It can take off and land almost vertically. The Muari Smart Project, the future of warfare has arrived, and it's watching you. Sleep well. Now let's talk about a real bruiser, a machine that's as tough as a badger in a scrap and twice as versatile. I'm talking about the Kodiak Engineer Vehicle, a beast of a machine that's built to handle anything you can throw at it, and then some. This thing is basically a Leopard 2 tank that's been to finishing school. It's got all the raw power and armor you'd expect from a main battle tank, but with the added bonus of being able to do pretty much anything you can think of. Need to clear a path through a minefield? No problem, the Kodiak can handle it. Need to build a bridge over a river? Easy peasy. Need to dig a trench system faster than you can say foxhole? The Kodiak's your man. It's got an articulated bucket for digging, an adjustable blade for clearing obstacles, and a winch system that could pull a house off its foundations. Weighing in at a hefty 62 tons, you'd think this thing would be about as maneuverable as a beached whale. But you'd be wrong. The Kodiak is surprisingly nimble for its size thanks to its advanced suspension system and its powerful engine. The Kodiak can be operated remotely, so you can send it into harm's way without putting any lives at risk. So there you have it. The Kodiak Engineer Vehicle, the ultimate tool for any job, big or small. It's the Swiss Army knife of armored vehicles, and it's here to stay. Now let's be honest, nobody likes a minefield. But fear not, because Rheinmetall has the Kyer NG, a mine-clearing monster. This 63-ton behemoth clears mines like pebbles. It flattens anti-tank ditches and creates a smooth path. With state-of-the-art detection, it neutralizes hidden mines, and it does this at up to 250 meters per minute, armored and equipped with a smokescreen system, plus a remotely operated machine gun for extra protection. The Kyer NG, the mine-clearing monster that ensures safe passage. Now, let's talk about a vehicle that's as cunning as its namesake, the Fenek FAO Reconnaissance Artillery Vehicle. This little fella might not have the brute force of a tank or the raw firepower of a self-propelled gun, but what it lacks in brawn, it more than makes up for in brains. You see, the Fenek is all about stealth, speed, and precision. It's the eyes and ears of the battlefield, sneaking behind enemy lines, gathering intel, and calling in the big guns when needed. With a top speed of 100 kilometers per hour and a range of 1,000 kilometers, the Fenek can cover a lot of ground before the enemy even knows what hit them. This thing is packed with more electronics than a Silicon Valley startup, including one of the most advanced navigation systems in its class. It can pinpoint its location with pinpoint accuracy, even in the most challenging terrain, and its sophisticated sensors can detect enemy activity from miles away. But the Fenek isn't just about gathering intel. Oh no, this little fella packs a punch. It's armed with an automatic grenade launcher and a machine gun, which might not sound like much, but trust me, when you're on the receiving end, it's more than enough to ruin your day. So, there you have it. The Fenek FAO, the desert fox of the battlefield. It might not be the biggest or the baddest, but when it comes to cunning and guile, it's in a league of its own. Now, let's talk about the future of tank warfare. The Leopard 2 ARC 3.0 makes the T-90 look like a Model T Ford. It's the culmination of decades of German engineering, from its sleek design to its state-of-the-art technology, but what really sets it apart is its brain. The ARC 3.0 has a suite of smart electronics that can acquire and engage targets faster than you can say Achtung. Its turret is fully autonomous and has 2 pivot points. This improves accuracy and reduces vulnerability by 30%. And let's not forget about the firepower. The ARC 3.0 can spit out 3 rounds in 10 seconds, enough to turn an enemy tank into a smoldering pile of scrap metal. The Leopard 2 ARC 3.0 the thinking man's tank. Now let's talk about a machine that's as comfortable in the water as it is on land. The AAC amphibious bulldozer. This thing is part bulldozer, part boat, and, well, all awesome. Imagine this. You're leading an amphibious assault, and you need to get your heavy equipment ashore, but the beach is a mess of obstacles and soft sand. What do? Well, if you've got an AAC amphibious bulldozer on your side, you just sit back, relax, and let this mechanical marvel do its thing. The AAC is specifically designed to prepare shorelines for the arrival of heavy equipment. It can level ground, dig holes and ditches, and even transport materials using a cable system. But what really sets this machine apart is its amphibious capability. Unlike conventional bulldozers, the AAC can swim. It's got a special hull design and a powerful engine that allows it to navigate through water with ease. And once it reaches the shore, it can use its unique suspension system to raise, lower, or tilt the front of its body, making it incredibly versatile for all sorts of tasks. The AAC has a crew of 2 and is equipped with all the mod cons, including day and night cameras and air conditioning, because even when you're fighting a war, it's important to stay comfortable. So, there you have it. The AAC amphibious bulldozer, the land-swimming leviathan that can tackle any terrain, wet or dry. It's a game changer. Now prepare to be amazed because I'm about to introduce you to the biggest, baddest helicopter on the planet, the MiL Mi-26. This thing is so big it makes a Chinook look like a dragonfly. We're talking about a helicopter that's over 40 meters long with a rotor diameter of 32 meters. The Mi-26 can lift a staggering 20 tons of cargo, which is more than any other helicopter in the world. That's like carrying around 4 African elephants or a whole fleet of family sedans. Powered by 2 Lotarev D136 engines, each producing a whopping 11,400 horsepower, the Mi-26 can reach a top speed of 295 kilometers per hour and travel up to 800 kilometers without refueling. And let's not forget about the cargo hold. This thing is massive. It can comfortably fit 82 fully equipped soldiers or 60 stretchers if you're using it for medical evacuations. In fact, the Mi-26 is so spacious that it's even been used to transport other helicopters. That's right, this thing can airlift other helicopters. Talk about meta. So there you have it. The MiL Mi-26, the flying colossus that can lift just about anything you can throw at it. It's a marvel of engineering, and it's here to stay. Not every military vehicle needs to be high-tech. Sometimes you just need a good, old-fashioned workhorse. And that's where the M all-terrain vehicle comes in. It's the pickup truck of the military world. Tough, reliable, and can go anywhere. It doesn't look like much, but that's the beauty of it. The M is all about function over form. Simple, rugged, and easy to maintain. Powered by a fuel-efficient diesel engine with a 5-speed manual transmission. 4-wheel drive and high ground clearance tackle any terrain. Mud, sand, snow, rocks, you name it. Spacious cabin for driver and passengers. Payload capacity of around a ton. Upgraded version with a winch and trailer available. The M all-terrain vehicle, the workhorse of the military world. Tough, reliable, and gets the job done. A true workhorse. Now for our final act, let's delve into the murky world of swamp warfare with the AB-950 armored airboat. This thing is part airboat, part tank, and all business when it comes to navigating the most challenging waterways. Imagine this. You're on patrol in a swamp, surrounded by dense vegetation and shallow water. Your standard patrol boat is useless, but you need to get eyes on the objective. What do? Well, if you've got an AB 950 on your side, you just fire up the engine and glide effortlessly over the water, weeds, and whatever else the swamp throws at you. Its flat-bottomed hull and powerful propeller system allow it to navigate through incredibly shallow water, even over obstacles that would stop a conventional boat dead in its tracks. But the AB 950 is more than just an airboat. It's also armored to the teeth with B6 level protection that can withstand small arms fire and even some light explosives. The AB 950 can reach speeds of up to 33 knots, which is more than enough to outrun most of the threats you're likely to encounter in a swamp. The AB 950 has a crew of 5 and is equipped with air conditioning because even when you're fighting a war in a swamp, it's important to stay comfortable. So there you have it, the AB 950 armored airboat, the swamp thing that can go where others fear to tread. Well, there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the future of military mayhem. From electric buggies with enough firepower to make a dictator blush to helicopters that could airlift a house, these machines are a testament to human ingenuity and our insatiable desire to outdo ourselves when it comes to building bigger, better, and more impressive ways to blow things up. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through the world of military marvels. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure into the realm of engineering excellence. Until next time, keep your engines revved and your curiosity piqued.